Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Saiken and today we're continuing our Diaries of Death with our Dwarven Paladin, Saiken Heals. Plenty of people have died already and I'm just logged in for 10 minutes. We are starting today's episode with a little gimmick or something interesting. Precisely the group quests here in the wetlands. Wetlands are an interesting bunch because there is a pretty sizable quest hub up here, level 34, so I can go through them. We got the Dark Iron Wars, where we need to overall kill 25 dwarves at least. Then we got the Thandal Span, where we want to locate Olg Rostock, who I think is somewhere in here, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got a Grim Task, where we need to get the Ear of Balgaras. So those are the three quests. On top of it, we do have an elite quest down here, which is called Defeat Nagrosh, who is essentially down here. So that's the fourth elite quest, and I gathered a wonderful team of 5 players, 2 warriors, a priest, a mage, and myself. Good enough to actually do those quests. I'm actually quite happy that we can even attempt them, because those quests, just like the Horde Hinterlands quest, require almost a full party. Matter of fact, they require actually a full party. If you do them with 3, you need to do them a little bit slower. You can see all of the dwarves here are elite, so it's going to be an interesting proposition to have all of them pulled at the same time. So let's wait until everybody gets here and then we can give it a go. Alright, we are starting with quite a few Dark Iron Dwarfs. Warriors are sharpening their axes. That's what I like to see. Interesting, our mage is an arcane mage. Okay, cool. Priest, feel free to deal damage. I will focus on healing. Good. It appears to me that we got a natural tank. Kind of dictates the rhythm. And he's pulling relatively well. Alright, short interruption. There we go. So, I have no idea about these quests, to be honest. But yeah, you can certainly not solo them, at least not at a reasonable level. Nice. Great bind on equip pickup. So we're looking for demonologists, but we're also looking for Balgoras. Pretty decent experience from a paladin perspective. Since we're not the fastest in killing mobs ourselves, I'm using every excuse in the book to get a group together and do group quests. That on the other hand, we have a dedicated strength in, because most of the groups are not coming together because there's a vital element that is required. Someone needs to heal. Tanking, yeah, that is oftentimes needed as well, but here's the deal. There are a lot of quasi-off tanks that with a healer could deal with elite mobs. Rogues, hunters, even warlock pets could do fine as long as they get frequent healing. But without healing, even a proper tank and pure DPS are having a hard time just going through a quest. Everybody here is using Questy. You know what? I'll just drink. Actually dealing quite good damage, so more than one of the warriors. Good decision to let him go for a DPS. Okay. So, got 2 demonologists, that's not bad.
I'm out of range.
The mage, when he is having mana, is actually dealing quite a bit of damage with his arcane missiles. Surprising. Nice. That would have also made for a pretty cool playthrough. An arcane mage. Good. Plenty of further dwarves that they are killing. They're actually clearing every single house. I love it.
That's still charging. Can't cast that yet.
Very good. Good. Here is a little bit of a grenade. Just putting myself on the radar as well. Yeah, the demonologists hurt, man.
What's on your mind?
Cool. Nice little axe. Red fireworks. Heavy dynamite. Not bad. 14 silver is a little bit much. But listen, I mean, if you didn't have a good weapon, this one is actually better than mine, but I wouldn't want to pay 2
What's
gold
your
for it.
back?
Stunning him so that he can't do his demologist shenanigans. Increasing everybody's armor a little bit, that means I need to heal less. And our tank seems to have a very clear idea in mind where we should not go. He found... Okay. Apparently we weren't interested in going into that big building, which I think is a mistake, by the way.
That spell's that's still charging. Can't cast that yet. That spell's
I love group quests. If you can manage to get a group together, then the XP is actually quite nice. I mean, look at it. It's 100 XP per. It's 100 XP per enemy. So 100 XP per mob, whilst when we're fighting them alone, we get approximately as much experience, but it takes way longer to kill them. This here is chain pulling. There is no break in between it. I mean, if I was to pull even leveled mobs, it would take longer to get them down. Plus, elite quest rewards on top of it are super sweet. So yeah, oftentimes in the dungeon, when the XP isn't just as good as this here, and it is because someone is over-leveled. But if you go into a dungeon and you are actually correctly leveled, there is a pretty sizable XP incentive. Good, Shadow resist aura immediately after seeing that AoE. Balthasar is a tough cookie. Yeah, he indeed was a boss man. I've certainly seen such a strong normal boss in any of the quests. That was cool. Good, so the question is, where is the Thandal span? Let me find that out. Everybody's pulling a little bit. Sure. So we can trade in 2 quests.
No! Keep your feet on the ground! Let's get a fight.
Nice. Nice.
Off with you.
Alright, so okay, interesting. The Stockades follow-up quest. Maybe I need to do another Stockades run once in a while. Time for rebuff. Good, we need to report that back. Very good. Fantastic. The group is hungry for experience. Man, group quests are the best if you can pull them off and actually get a group. There's still the Necrosh quest down there, which is yet another elite. I'm sure many of them haven't done it yet.
Great to meet you. Safe travel. See you soon.
Good, off we go. And I just got so much experience that we are indeed leveling. Level 29. That was indeed quite easy 20k XP. If you think about it, it was half a level just for getting a group together. And it's okay to have the group quests just yield so much more experience, because if you think about it,
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
these are not elite mobs. Okay, I was wondering why we're so liberally just charging in here. Okay, cool. I was just double checking that we had the quest as well and that we did it.
You got my attention. Watch your back. See you soon.
did abandon the quest, but I can retake it from the catapult. Very good. So far, so good. That was a nice little chunk of experience, man. Good, we're near the catapults. Just need to clear that out. And then we got the prerequisite for the actual elite quest. Very nice, the tank is dealing a lot of damage. Stamina and strength, that's all nice, but I'd really prefer a little bit stamina intelligence.
That's still recharging. Can't cast that yet.
How many banners do you have? It's slow. The drop rate is slow. Good, he has 5 banners now. good. The boss is here, by the way. Chieftain Nekrosh.
I can't look that right now.
Do you have your Hearthstone in the zone? Okay, he's hitting hard, man. Get your banner, and we keep the catapult free. Then you Hearthstone, come back, and we kill him. Alright, fast forward for you guys. Alright, unfortunate news. The priest, whom we just waited for, unfortunately killed himself. Oh boy, let's trade in the quests. Very good.
See you around.
So,
For the Alliance.
gosh, that is so heartbreaking. So, there is a quest called the Banners quest. Essentially, you need to kill these orcs that we killed and get like 8 banners. And only then can you go to the catapult that you've seen, free up that catapult, which is where most of us already had progressed the quest to. And then afterwards you can engage and defeat Negrosh, who is the boss of the orcs. Now,
King's
naturally,
orders, friend.
since not everybody was on
Be
the
careful.
same stage, we were like, okay, cool, no problem. How about we're doing the quest, but we also
Go with honor.
are killing orcs, so you essentially get your
day
your
to you.
quest step for free as well. So anyways, we kill Negrosh, and the guy has 7 out of 8 of the banners. Okay, fair enough. I'm trying to be friendly and say, you know what? We'll kill the remaining ones, since it was such a good group. Everybody was happy with the experience. It was kind of end of the day
How
for
are
many
Watch
of
your
us.
back.
And we're going
What
to
can I
kill
do for
the
ya?
last ones for you. No problem. He finished that quest, and I'm like, you know, it's so close to essentially being a done deal for you, like a finished quest. How about
Off with you.
you're just trading it in? You have your Hearthstone there anyways, you save 1 trip, and then you just come back. We have the catapult cleared for you, no problem. You get the catapult, and we even kill Nekrosh 1 more time. So just trying to be friendly. He teleports back, gets the follow-up quest, is on the catapult step. We have even cleared the catapult, and we've always like moved in from the north, because there is a pretty sizable camp of orcs in between us. And the guy comes along the street and sees us sitting there, and he's like, yeah, I need to shortcut that, can't let the others wait for that long. And he runs into the orcs, and all I see is his health's dropping and dropping and dropping, and all of a sudden,
What can I do for you?
I run over, try my best to somewhat get him, but at that point it was just a futile operation, really, because all I could do was see his health dwindle down, and at some point he was no more. He died right there. Sucks seeing people go like that. There's one more quest left over, lifting the curse. Plea to Alliance, Refugee Point, where is that? That would be all the way up there. Might as well go up there and get the flight point, to be fair. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. So we're getting the flight point up there, and then we're going to see what else we can do. Alright, so we find ourselves on the shore again, this time on a pirate ship. Just trying to finish this quest before we're moving and getting that last flight point right up here. Luckily for us, all of the cursed sailors are indeed undeads,
I'm out of range.
including the beloved captivated. And that means we can smite him. That guy puts up a decent fight. I'll give him that. And there's his key. Wonderful. With that, we should be able to lift the curse somewhere down underneath the deck here. That's never good, because that means we need to get into water. And that means my plan of just go in and out all of a sudden no longer exists. Good. But what we're going to do is we're definitely fighting these guys up here. Zero interest doing that underneath the water line.
That spell isn't ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good. Something down here must be clickable to lift the curse. If I'd be a curse, how would I be lifted?
I'm out of range. Can't pass that yet.
Good, there's nothing up here. I think we're just make that a little bit larger. But it must be somewhere in the back of the ship. Could be lowest level, could be second lowest level. I go out on a limb here and say it is the lowest level. As always, let's make sure that we're not drowning. Can't make fun of the guys that are drowning and then risking it ourselves. But the question is it down there? I am carefully pulling all of them out of there. And hopefully we're not going to aggro anyone on the deck, because there is respawn already. Alright, let's try to get in here. Take a good look. Is there anything we can click? The answer is likely no. Good, which means it must be on the second floor. We also cleared that for a bit, but we still need to do a better job. Oh well, pulled the second marine. Not great. Make sure we're not pulling anything on the land as well. Good, and we're going to play it safe. Could have used that explosive stuff a little bit earlier even. Alright, let me clear that second deck and we'll fast forward it for you. Okay, I finally found where we need to go. Right here is a little box that finishes it, and we're going to go back to our home location, but not before we are actually going northwards into the Arathi Highlands and are going to go to our flight path there. Alright, traded in all of the quests. The final quest leads us to Stormwind. We are 29.5, and I think from Stormwind we are so close to the Elven Forest that that is going to be our next destination. Plenty of level 25 quests here, a couple of follow-ups, an overall interesting area, and it nicely leads into Stranglethorn Vale, which we can take afterwards. I think overall it's going good so far, so next time we're going to go with Elven Forest and potentially Stranglethorn soon-ish. And other than that, I wish you all a beautiful evening and see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.